What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and Luna Classic. I got some big news for you. This is huge, and this absolutely could be a huge game changer in both the price of Luna Classic and the direction it is going right now. So do me a favor, if that's the sort of thing you like, smash the like button, give me a thumbs up, because it does absolutely send this out far and wide. Subscribe to the channel so you get your latest and breakest with the market. And let's jump straight into this one. So Luna Ticks token now. Love it or hate it, it is burning Luna Classic, and anything that burns Luna Classic is a win for me. So 500 million Loonsea to be burned by our guest Pop, the biggest burn so far in Loonsea history. This will take Lunatics token to a 1.6 billion total burned. Lunatics token is going to the moon. Again, whatever you feel about this project, whether you're in or not, whether you think it's not right or whatever, they are burning Luna Classic. We cannot deny it. We can see it. We can click in here. We can go over to the Luna Penguin site, we click top burners, and we can see the significant amount that Lunatics token has burnt. 1.1 billion so far, an insane number. Now, it is pretty big news that we're going to see this burn. What is even bigger though, and this is what I really wanted to bring to you guys, we got this from Vegas. This was one of the developers who was working with EK826, and the highlight bit says cryptocurrency exchanges MEXC, KuCoin and Binance are contacting Vegas on how to implement the 1.2% burn tax. It says Vegas and Ed spoke to Duck One explaining the intentions. Now, if you watch that video with Duck One and you watched my video yesterday, you can sense almost this acceptance that this is no longer his, that, you know, I don't believe he's going to come back into it. I don't believe he has any intention to do it. The rumor is that he's lawyering up in case of legal action, but I just don't think he's going to come back. If he's going to do anything, Luna 2.0 is the one he's going to go after. Luna Classic feels like we've already moved on from Duke One, and EK826 at the bottom here says, yes, he verifies it, that it is true that both Binance, KuCoin and MEXC are discussing how to implement the 1.2% burn tax. Now, we know 26th of August, it is going to land on the main chain. It's going to take a little bit longer for validators and everything else to come online, but the fact that they are in contact with them does mean something. Now, here's an interesting chart. It says the model shows an estimate of the 1.2% tax burning starting somewhere in September 2022, including staking, delegations, price fluctuations, volume differences, and validator. So you can see this is where we currently are, up around this 6.7 trillion tokens. And then as we implement the 1.2% burn tax, you can see the significant decline of the total supply. As a previous data shows, 1.2% burn tax equals about 500 billion tokens a month. This is all subject to volume. We need to understand that if the volume is up, then we will see significant decrease in supply. If the volume is down, then we're just not going to see anything. And that's the problem, that we might not actually get the movement that we need and B1. And I think if we do start to get a significant movement, people are going to buy into this. If we get an exchange, whether that be KuCoin or Binance, to implement this 1.2% burn tax, we are all going to see some aggressive movement in the market. And finally, we did get this, particularly around what I was talking about. So this is, again, EK826, one of the developers at Terra Rebels, says, is it built? We went back and forth because they already released a version 21, so we had to name it version 22. What's next, boss? Says Whale Golf, and it says coordinate the installation with validators, again, referring to this 1.2% burn tax. So we get it on board, we get the validators, we then unlock the ability to validate a node, the staking rewards are increased sometime early September, then we really start to see some significant moves. So this bit for me is huge. We validate and can confirm MEXC, KuCoin and Binance are in discussions on how to implement that burn tax. When we come over here, this is where this will start to get incredibly interesting. We can already see some big moves again, 7 million from Loonsea. We've got 5 million there. So still a lot coming through, 15 million earlier on from Yanis. So there is a lot of money and a lot of burns coming through. Now, again, it has to ramp up. We have to see volume go up. Otherwise, we're not going to see it decrease as much as we want. But again, if we do, that's when we're going to start seeing some aggressive movement. So you can see, again, we have kind of plateaued, albeit with what we've got. And you've got to just understand the sheer magnitude of what we're trying to burn here. But this is why we've got to get these exchanges on. And I think if we do, and it feels like that needle is turning, that it absolutely is. You know, a while back, Binance, you know, CZ was like, look, you implement it on your own chain before you even discuss it. Okay, well, now he's discussing it. That should tell you something as an investor in Luna Classic. So I'm certainly excited as to what this looks like. And I think we could see a significant shift in the market with this burn tax. All eyes are on Luna Classic right now, and we're going to see what happens. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think we're going to see 1.2% from KuCoin and Binance? They certainly have the leverage. I think the community wants to happen. And if they're already in discussions, it might come sooner rather than later. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.